sponsored by Nike, too. We know Caitlin Clark is a signee of Nike. And yeah, let's get it.
Joining us today for a special edition of New News is the 6-foot guard from Iowa. She's the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history, the first overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. She's a two-time WNBA All-Star, 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, the 2024 Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, and she is the first and now last guest of New Heights in the 2025 season.
Let's put this in perspective. When Caitlin Clark first appeared on New Heights in January 2025, the episode surpassed 1 million views and became one of the podcast's most watched interviews of the year, while typical NFL player episodes usually land between 400,000 and 600,000 views. Clark more than doubled that audience while playing in a league that traditional sports media often treats as secondary. Jason and Travis Kelce aren't naive. They're savvy businessmen who understand content value, with Travis reportedly signing a $100 million Amazon deal and Jason building a post-retirement media empire. They don't give prime platform space to anyone without proven demand, and Caitlin Clark's ability to consistently draw massive audiences makes that demand impossible to ignore.
5 calendar year with none other than superstar WNBA basketball player Caitlin Clark. Now, we know last time Caitlin Clark appeared on New Height podcast, it garnered over 1 million views and was seen worldwide. It was one of the hottest interviews to kick off the 2025 year, and I'm here to tell you, to me, it's only right that they cap off the year with Caitlin Clark.
Just look at what Caitlin Clark posted on Instagram 2 hours before the New Heights announcement, because those behind-the-scenes photos tell a story the WNBA should be paying close attention to. She's standing next to Steph Curry at a Warriors game, attending a wedding with Lexi Hull, appearing on the David Letterman show. She's everywhere except inside the league's traditional marketing pipeline. The uncomfortable truth is that Caitlin Clark is building her brand independently of the WNBA's infrastructure. She doesn't need the league's media partnerships or broadcast deals. She's going straight to the biggest platforms in sports and entertainment, and those platforms are welcoming her with open arms because she delivers audiences that most WNBA players simply can't match.
This is what she put out 2 hours ago. She stated 2025, you were a year, ... 2026, I welcome you with open arms. Caitlin Clark is ecstatic about the 2026 year, and I'm happy too, man. It's a new year, new goals for everybody. And guys, be sure to set y'all some New Year goals too. This is Caitlin Clark. Look like she, posted some behind the scenes.
The jersey retirement ceremony at Iowa, her All-Star Game appearance, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year recognition all generated more mainstream media coverage than the WNBA Finals, which should really make the league stop and think. A college jersey retirement drawing more national attention than a professional championship series highlights the real Caitlin Clark problem, and it's not that she gets too much attention. The issue is that the WNBA still hasn't figured out how to fully capitalize on that attention without alienating its existing fan base. While the league struggles to balance that tension, Caitlin Clark is independently locking in permanent spots on massive platforms that reach tens of millions of people, expanding her influence far beyond what the league itself is currently able to offer.
Happy and jacked up there. I don't know who this is. Got to be family or friends or something there. This looked like jersey retirement ceremony there. Kelsey Mitchell, this was the last game here. We all remember that. This was probably on their way to a game. This is pretty dope because we ain't ever seen these pictures. I think that's the Iowa hat. No, this probably from the David Letterman. Now we all remember she did David Letterman, that show. This is from the Anika Golf Tournament 2025 right here. And I believe that is the last.
During the 2025 season, the numbers told a clear story. Indiana Fever games averaged around 1.2 million viewers when Caitlin Clark played, but when she missed time with an ankle injury in August, viewership dropped to roughly 300,000. The league set 16 different viewership records that year, and Clark was involved in 14 of them. Yet as she drove unprecedented attention, tensions surfaced. A vocal segment of WNBA fans, media members, and even some players appeared to resent the spotlight she received, fueling controversy through dismissive comments, overly physical play that crossed into dangerous territory, and nonstop debates over whether she truly deserved Rookie of the Year. As a result, The league's biggest draw also became its most polarizing figure, highlighting a growing disconnect between Clark's undeniable impact and the league's ability to fully embrace and manage her stardom.
You could put the old year kind of behind you and get through it all. Only thing I'm hoping is that the team kind of stays together. You know what I'm saying? A team that we got, even Sophie, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pushing for players to leave. I want Sophie to stay. Y'all know I was a big advocate for Lexi Hall getting paid. I feel like Lexi Hall definitely deserved her money. You know, hopefully she get it, God willing. She get what she deserved. She was very instrumental in the Fever making it.
Fast forward to now, and Caitlin Clark is capping off her year with a deliberate return to new heights. The WNBA season ended in October, free agency is largely settled, and the news cycle has moved on, yet Clark is staying front and center by aligning herself with platforms that clearly understand her value. Nike's sponsorship of this episode is no coincidence either, as the company signed Clark to a reported 8-year, $28 million deal, the richest shoe contract in WNBA history. Nike isn't just backing a basketball player, they're investing in a cultural figure who transcends the sport, and they're using new heights to keep her visible and relevant during the offseason, a time when most WNBA players fade from the public spotlight.
Signing of the 2025 season, she literally gave the team a new life. You know, with Caitlin Clark, she filled that role. She was getting her own buckets, and she was able to facilitate the floor. Ari McDonald was the biggest signing of 2025. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this one. Keep them bells on. I will be back with more. And until next time.
Look at how the creator frames the narrative. He speaks directly to hardcore Fever fans by emphasizing roster continuity, highlighting Lexi Hull's value, and praising Aaliyah Boston's impact when Caitlin Clark went down with her ankle injury, showing an understanding of the game beyond just one star. Then he pivots to a crucial point, calling Aaliyah Boston the most impactful signing of the 2025 season, a bold claim that the evidence supports. When Caitlin suffered her ankle sprain in early August, most people assumed Indiana's playoff hopes were over, but instead Boston stepped into a facilitator role, stabilized the team, and kept them competitive until Caitlin returned, effectively saving the Fever's season.
Get the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out.
This new heights appearance represents a major shift in who controls Caitlin Clark's narrative, and it's no longer the WNBA, ESPN, or the league's marketing partners. It's Caitlin and her team making strategic decisions about where she appears and how she's presented. The permanent invite means she now has a direct pipeline to millions of sports fans whenever there's something to promote, whether it's a new shoe, a playoff run, or a contract update, and that reach extends far beyond traditional WNBA audiences. This is where tension exists, because the WNBA needs Caitlin Clark more than she needs the WNBA. Her earning potential through endorsements already surpasses her playing salary, and her brand is expanding into mainstream sports and entertainment spaces independent of the league. While some longtime fans worry that new audiences are just bandwagon followers, those same fans are driving record ratings, sold-out arenas, and increased league value, which ultimately benefits every player through better media deals and future CBA negotiations. Heading into the 2026 season, expectations are sky-high after Indiana's first-round playoff exit, and with the possibility of Kelsey Mitchell leaving, Caitlin will face more pressure than ever, but she's supported by Aaliyah Boston, who proved she can be a true second option, the likely return of Lexi Hull, and a coaching staff with a full year to build around her strengths, leaving the Fever well-positioned for a deeper playoff run. More importantly, Caitlin Clark now has real leverage, because the New Heights partnership gives her a direct line to fans without traditional media filters. If controversy breaks out during the season, she can address it on her own terms. If contract or league issues arise, she can frame the narrative before anyone else does, which is unprecedented power for a WNBA player. This permanent invite isn't just a cool opportunity, it's a strategic move that positions Clark as bigger than the league she plays in, and whether that's good or bad for women's basketball depends on whether the WNBA can learn to harness her star power without letting it eclipse everything else. As we head into 2026, the real question isn't whether Caitlin Clark will keep dominating headlines, she will, but whether the rest of the league can rise alongside her, or if the gap between her marketability and everyone else continues to widen, because right now she's playing a completely different game and she's winning. Button, and I'll see you in that.